The challenge of matching supply with demand is multifaceted. It requires a strategic approach. Factors contributing to this includes demand variability, supply chain complexity, lead times, inventory management and technological changes. The ability to adapt to changing market conditions is crucial for success. The mismatch between supply and demand is a common issue in business. It can take two main forms. The first is when demand waits for supply. Here, we have inventory that is not being used. Customers are waiting for products or services that are not available. For example, a marketing campaign generates significant excitement, leading to high demand from customers. However, due to production delays, the company cannot meet this demand immediately. In such a situation, the company misses out on potential revenue as customers turn to competitors. The second, supply waits for demand. In this case, we have goods or resources that are ready but there are no customers to buy them. Imagine a furniture manufacturer that produces a new line of stylish office chairs. The company invests heavily in production, creating a large inventory of these chairs in anticipation of high demand. The company is left with a surplus of chairs that are not selling, resulting in storage costs and tied up working capital. The mismatch often occurs because supply is more rigid than demand. This means that companies may struggle to adjust their supply quickly to meet changing customer needs. To address this issue, we can design and improve our business processes. This helps us create a better match between supply and demand. At the top, we have the supply chain level. This level includes all suppliers and customers connected to the company. For example, Company A interacts with both first-tier and second-tier suppliers. First-tier suppliers provide direct materials, while second-tier suppliers support them. On the customer side, Company A also serves first-tier and second-tier customers. This level focuses on the overall flow of goods and information. Next is the functional level. This level deals with specific departments within the company. Each department, like marketing, finance, and production, has its own role. They work together to ensure that the company meets its goals. Coordination among these functions is essential for efficiency. Finally, we have the process level. This level looks at the individual processes within each department. It focuses on how tasks are performed. Each process should be optimized for efficiency and effectiveness. This ensures that resources are used wisely and that the output meets quality standards. Each level plays a vital role in the overall success of the organization. Let's talk about process models. These models serve a crucial purpose. They help us predict how processes function. Consider a manufacturing line. With a process model, we can determine how long it will take to produce a certain number of items. This prediction allows managers to plan resources effectively and meet customer demands. Moreover, process models support decision-making aimed at improving operations. If a model indicates that a particular step in the production process is causing delays, managers can investigate and implement changes to streamline that step. This proactive approach can lead to significant efficiency gains. Operational strategies are designed to improve performance in various ways. One common strategy is to identify and eliminate bottlenecks in a process. A bottleneck is a point where the flow of operations slows down, causing delays. For example, in a restaurant, if the kitchen is the bottleneck, orders may pile up, leading to unhappy customers. By analyzing the workflow, we can find ways to speed up food preparation, such as reorganizing the kitchen layout or investing in better equipment. Another important aspect of operational strategies is reducing changeover times. This refers to the time it takes to switch from producing one product to another in a factory that produces different types of widgets. Minimizing changeover times can lead to increased production flexibility and responsiveness to market demands. For effective operations management, it is vital to understand when to apply different models and strategies. Consider a call center. By using waiting time models, managers can predict how long customers will wait for assistance. This information helps in staffing decisions, ensuring that there are enough agents available during peak times. If a call center experiences a sudden surge in calls, understanding where the bottlenecks occur allows managers to allocate resources more effectively, ensuring that customer service remains efficient. We will begin by examining an example process introducing two critical perspectives. The first is the job view, which focuses on value creation. The second perspective is the resource view, which emphasizes costs. This view will help us understand how resources are utilized and managed to minimize expenses. As we progress, we will delve into three key measures of process performance: inventory, flow time, and flow rate. Inventory refers to the amount of goods stored. Flow time is the duration it takes for a product to move through the process. Flow rate, on the other hand, indicates the rate at which products are produced. This leads us to Little's law, a fundamental principle that connects inventory, flow time, and flow rate. Understanding this law will provide us with valuable insights into process dynamics. Additionally, we will explore inventory turns and costs. This will involve understanding how often inventory is sold and the associated costs. We will then look into the various reasons for holding inventory, such as demand fluctuations and uncertainties in the supply chain. Process types were discussed in detail in part 2 of this series. In OM, we often analyze processes to improve efficiency. Today, let's look at an ideal scenario for a patient. The process begins with registration. This step is quick and efficient, ensuring the patient feels welcomed and informed. Next, the patient moves to the initial consultation. Here, the medical team discusses the procedure and answers any questions. This interaction builds trust and clarity. Following the consultation, the preparation of the room occurs. The medical staff ensures that all necessary equipment is ready and sterile. This step is crucial for patient safety. Once everything is set, the patient undergoes the procedure. This is the core activity where the medical team performs the necessary interventions. After the procedure, the patient enters the recovery phase. This is where monitoring takes place to ensure the patient is stable. Finally, the patient has a consultation to discuss the results and next steps. The Gantt chart illustrates these activities over time. Each step is carefully planned to minimize waiting times. The goal is to complete the job efficiently. We often face challenges related to resource availability. Each of these steps requires specific resources such as staff, equipment and time. However, there are times when patients must wait. This waiting occurs because the necessary resources are not available when needed. This situation illustrates a mismatch between supply and demand resulting from patients' needs. Understanding this mismatch is crucial. It helps us identify bottlenecks and improve the flow of operations. By addressing these issues, we can enhance patient care and optimize resource use. Imagine multiple patients, each representing a job, needing access to the angiography suite. Each patient has a specific time slot for their procedure. The goal is to maximize the efficiency of this resource. Resource allocation plays a vital role to ensure that the angiography suite is utilized effectively. Proper scheduling allows for a seamless flow of patients, minimizing downtime and maximizing the use of this critical resource. Next, we must consider time management. Each patient's duration in the suite not only affects their care, but also influences the overall schedule. Delays experienced by one patient can create a ripple effect, impacting subsequent appointments and leading to inefficiencies. By minimizing idle time and maximizing patient throughput, we can ensure that the angiography suite operates at its full potential. This understanding of strategic planning and scheduling is essential for effective operations management. It is applicable in various settings beyond healthcare. Throughout the day, different patients require attention. However, the demand for resources can fluctuate. At times, the room may be busy with many patients. At other times, it may be underutilized, with resources sitting idle. These mismatches between supply and demand can lead to inefficiencies. For example, during peak hours, resources may be overwhelmed with work. Conversely, during quieter times, those same resources may not be fully engaged. By analyzing the flow of patients and the timing of their needs, we can better manage resources. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.